Now, for the United States of America, the first day of 2022 brought in some major legal changes. There were restrictions that have been imposed on abortion, minimum wage increase, and also police reforms. These are just a part of a series of new laws that have come into effect across the United States of America. So let's give you a quick rundown in terms of the new legislation that have now taken effect in the United States. So let's start with the very contentious issue of abortion. Now, in New Hampshire, abortion will become a crime after 24 weeks. There will be an exception for mothers who face life-threatening consequences. And this comes at a time when Democrats and Republicans are facing a pretty contentious issue. As we speak, the U.S. Supreme Court is debating over a case that could erode abortion rights across the United States of America. The Democrats have argued that abortion should be a matter of choice available for every woman, where reproductive rights of women should be sacrosanct. But Republican lawmakers have said that they are ready to ban abortions altogether, and women will not have a choice of choosing whether to get an abortion or not in case of an unintended pregnancy. The second legislation that has also now come into effect is that of minimum wages of employees. California has become the first state that has called for a $15 per hour as minimum wage. This is for businesses with more than 25 employees, and for those who have fewer employees, $14 per hour will remain the minimum wage. No other state has a blanket wage marker as high as $15. 20 other states, including the likes of New York, Washington, Connecticut, Nevada, have also increased their minimum wages. At a time when the U.S. law enforcement has been marred by cases of racial prejudice and injustice, Illinois, interestingly, has now introduced reforms to its police forces. The new law requires standardized certification of police officers by the concerned board. The board is also allowed to decertify certain police officers for unethical behavior. Earlier, nullifying the certificate was only allowed when a police officer had committed a crime. In North Carolina, law enforcement recruits now must receive psychological screening to ensure that they are suitable for the job. A new law on taxes has also been presented. In Georgia, the amount that people can earn before they start paying taxes has also been increased. The tax cut will save individual tax filers up to $43 per year, and married couples filing jointly up to $63 per year. In Oklahoma, the top individual income tax rate has been slashed from 5% to about 4.75%. What is interesting is that the corporate tax rate has also been reduced. This is being seen as a push by the state government to try and lure new businesses into the state. Now, on the front of animal welfare, California will have the toughest living space standards for breeding pigs in the United States of America. The state is allowing sale of pork processed under the old rules. So it is being hoped that there will be no shortages of pork or a price surge, but groceries and restaurants have already sued to force a 28-month delay. Critics have called to repeal the law until at least 2024 because they fear that the prices will actually go up, and this could also result in jobs being lost. Now, on the other end of the country, Maryland has also introduced a law for the protection of animals. Any new cosmetic product that contains ingredients that were tested on animals will be banned from sale. In the northeastern state of Vermont, a new law has outlawed trade of products from many exotic animals. Elephants, giraffes, sea turtles and endangered sharks are a part of this list. But the legislation exempts those who trade for policing, educational or scientific purposes. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.